Welcome everyone to episode 66 of the Circle Back podcast, the show where three great friends get together and talk about video games. I'm Dan LaMarca. As always, I'm joined by Dan Dufresnoy. Dan?
Hello.
Are you there?
Sorry, I was trying to think of something witty to say, and I just couldn't think of anything.
Didn't come up, huh?
Couldn't think of anything. And then I just blanked. Hello, I'm Daniel Dufresnoy. What's up?
Nice to see you, Dan.
Nice to see you, buddy.
Shelby is not here because this is the first episode of a series that we're going to be doing sporadically, no timetable for it, where Dan and I go through and make a list of our 15 favorite soundtracks of each generation.
Correct.
So the first episode that we're doing is the NES era, and we kind of just did NES. So we have a list here of 15 different NES soundtracks. We'll list them off. Our goal is to get to a top 3.
Best soundtracks from the NES
Three best
generation.
soundtracks of all time of the NES generation.
And what's interesting is we had more than 15 on here, but we just cut the list down to 15.
That's kind of how this is going to go. When we're talking about we're making 15 from an entire generation, I mean, that's tough.
Oof.
So I'm going to list off the 15 nominees right now.
Okay.
And this is going to be kind of fun for you guys at home because we're going to actually play some music from the games.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
We have select tracks that we want to play. And me and Dan are going to kind of go through deleting some off the list, narrowing it down until we get a top 3, and then we're going to rank them 1, 2, 3.
Sounds good. I'm excited. This will be cool. Something different.
Yeah. It's going to be fun.
Also, just music is subjective.
Yes.
So
please keep that in mind.
Let's just say, our list doesn't quite stack up to your list. That doesn't mean that somebody's right, somebody's wrong. It just means that our tastes are different.
Well said, Dan.
You know what? It's our differences that make us stronger. So.
All right. I like that. I have a list here of the 15. They are in alphabetical order, no particular order other than that. Mm-hmm. Starting off, we have Blaster Master with Naoko Kodaka as the what's the word?
Composer?
Composer, thank you. We have Castlevania, Kanuyo Yamashita, and Sato Terashima. I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher all these, but I'm glad we're giving them credit. We have Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, Kenichi Matsubara, Sato Terashima, and Koju Murata. Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, Hidenori Meizawa, Jun Funahashi, and Yuki Morimoto.
Don't forget Yoshinori Sasaki.
That's right. I didn't see that one. We have Contra, Hidenoro Meizawa, and Kiyohiro Sada. We have DuckTales, Hiroshige Tonomura. We have Kid Icarus, Hirokazu Tanaka. We have The Legend of Zelda by Koji Kondo.
Koji Kondo, my man.
We have Life Force, or Salamander, if you're Japanese. Miki Higashino, Hidenori Meizawa, Shinya Sakamoto, Sato Terashima, and Atsushi Fujio. We have Mega Man 2 by Takashi Tateshi. We have Mega Man 3 by Yasuaki Fujita and Harumi Fujita. We have Metroid by Hirokazu Tanaka. We have Ninja Gaiden by Mikio Saito, Ichiro Nakagawa, Ryoichi Nitta, Tamatsu Ebisawa. We have Super Mario Bros. 2 by Koji Kondo, and Super Mario Bros. 3 by Koji Kondo.
All right, we got a nice list here.
A lot of familiar names in among these because we have a bunch of Konami games that have similar composers.
Mm-hmm. And Koji Kondo's Nintendo legend.
Nintendo guy. So that's where we're giving credit here. Don't worry, everyone. I'm not going to say the names every single time. We wanted to.
But it's important.
We wanted to just note them because these are the people that made the music that we love so much.
Yeah.
So from now on, we'll just be referring to them by the game names. So let's jump right in, Dan.
All right.
I think the best way to do this is we're just going to kind of think. I think what we're going to do is say, okay, what about this one? And then, so like what I'm going to say right off the bat is when we were making these lists, there are obviously a few heavy hitters that are favorites, right? So I'm going to say Mega Man 2 is probably not going to get cut anytime soon.
And I would also say that I think DuckTales.
I think Mega Man 2, I think Super Mario Bros. 3.
Oh, you Super Mario Brothers 3 as well.
are like the three. So let's just kind of go through those a little bit.
All right.
So I got the DuckTales one pulled up.
Okay.
Where do we want to go with DuckTales? 116, 734. So let's see. All right, you're gonna hear some music here. Oh, it's so good.
Oh yeah. Now Dan, I know you're not a particular fan of this game. This is one of my favorite games growing up. And one of my favorite things was the music. Everything about it was just fantastic.
When it kicks in like that?
Yeah, it's amazing, man. This is actually one of my favorite games of all time. And
Really?
I'm not really a big fan of, tie-in games. Usually they're kind of crappy, but I gotta say this game not only holds up gameplay-wise, but as you can see, musically-wise. And I think it holds maybe the single greatest song of the NES era, and one of the greatest tracks in video game history.
Do we want to put it on?
Should we play it?
Let's play it. Here it comes.
This is like kind
legendary.
of people that love video games.
If you're a little younger and you played Shovel Knight,
you know this. Wait, here we go.
man, that's good.
So this is for those who don't know. This is I forget DuckTales. There was 5 levels that you could pick from.
Yeah.
And this is the moon theme, and it's one of those things that it's iconic. You mention the moon theme to anybody that's interested in NES video games or just video games in general, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, that's amazing," and it deserves all the hype that it gets. It's just such a beautiful composition.
Yeah.
So
absolutely, Moon Theme is classic.
I think
that whole soundtrack is just fantastic. Those are the 2 select ones that we kind of picked out to showcase here. There's a reason we said DuckTales in the same breath as Mega Man 2 and Super Mario Bros. 3.
I think the Moon Theme alone, if that was the only track,
yeah, it's so good.
For the entire.
But Dan was confused because I was trying to mouth something to him before. But I was trying to tell him Dan has a habit of like going.
Oh, that's what I was
going along with the music, and I was like, Dan, for this episode, let's not go like make our own music to the music. I was like, we can talk over it, but
I got the best soundtrack right here.
Yeah. But yeah, DuckTales, great place to start because it's just legendary, fantastic. We'll jump into Mega Man 2 as well because that's another one that we kind of had mentioned as something that we should definitely just throw out there right away. So let's jump here. This is Mega Man 2. That Woodman theme.
So what I find, especially with Mega Man, and when we were making this list, right, the first thing when we're going through Mega Man and we're listening to the soundtracks, what's so incredible and what shows what a great soundtrack it is and what a great game it is you play the music without me even looking at what it is. I know the stage.
Thinking about that metal blade I'm throwing at these guys.
But you play it and I know the boss. I know exactly what the stage is.
Oh, it's so good. That's the Woodman theme. I wanted to go to a little bit of Flashman here. And then, of course, we're going to jump into one of the greatest songs of all time. Oh, I cut it a little short. I'm going to go back a little.
There we go.
That's classic. This is honestly probably my favorite track of the whole bunch.
Of the whole thing?
Yeah. Not just this game, the whole bunch. This is
everything here. This is number 1.
This is really good. Oh, it's so good.
And again, it's just like specific, right? What's the point of having a score? And it's just to sort of enhance what you're doing. And when I think of Mega Man, I think of
these 2 layers he's got going on right now. Oh,
I know exactly what the level looks like, what I'm doing in that level.
It's so good.
It's incredible.
Let's play a little Super Mario Bros. 3 because we kind of listed those 3
as
kind of the heavy hitters. So we'll just kick off right in the beginning on this one while we look around a little because everyone knows this thing.
I do want to say on the list. I'm sorry, I just cut you off.
No, go ahead.
On the list, we did at one point have the original Super Mario Brothers, purely because it has that, the iconic. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. But then we thought about it and we were like, you know what?
Super Mario Brothers 3 has, we don't have enough time to play how many incredible tracks are on the soundtrack.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, the thing about these tracks, all the Koji Kondo tracks specifically, is the layers that he puts in are just like so well done, like so just incredible. I mean, not only iconic, like we're not doing this for, hey, let's do the most iconic
Well,
song.
if it was the most iconic, then Super Mario Brothers,
right,
the first one would be on there.
Yeah, like this is just fucking great. And here's probably my favorite of the bunch here. Oh, just so good.
So,
I picture the Hammer Bros right away with this.
You think about it, right? I mean, I'm so curious how, composers are able to compose this sort of music, right? Did they have to use like an orchestra and then just compress it into an 8-bit file? Like, how did it work?
Yeah. Well, it's definitely not that. They have a chipset. That's why they call it chip tunes. They have specific things, noises that they can make
to make it.
And then they use those noises as like a keyboard.
That's like, I heard it somewhere else say once, so I don't know who it was exactly, but so I'm not taking any credit, but someone said that's like giving, Picasso Crayola crayons to like draw something, you know what I mean? Like,
and they made it work. Let's jump in. So we're looking at this list here. Obviously, those are the 3 that we had in mind as like, man, these are really 3 great ones.
That came.
That doesn't mean these are going to be the top 3. But I just wanted to kind of bring them out.
That'd be so lame if they actually do end up being our top
I would be
3.
surprised because there's some really good stuff in here too. What I'm thinking is what we do here, kind of treat it like a Game of the Year list kind of thing, right? So
just taste a little bit of each, and then
we could just start kind of looking at stuff that we're like, all right, what do we think about this, and then listen and see if we get convinced to keep it, or if we're like, yeah, that can go. So what I'm thinking we jump to is Simon's Quest.
Okay.
Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, very famous because it has Bloody Tears. So we're gonna play Bloody Tears right now, and everyone knows it. It's amazing. It's classic. Like, it's been redone in all the...
every game.
Yeah. And there's a reason. It's very good. The thing I would say about the Simon's Quest soundtrack is just... There's not a whole lot of, like, really great songs in this.
I feel like it has Super Mario Brothers 1 syndrome, where it has that one amazing track that we all know.
Like, this track is incredible.
And this is amazing. This is one of the greatest.
Like, we could skip through and check out a couple others if we want. We could hear, like, the last boss theme here. Let's see if anything jumps out at us.
I mean, I remember... Again, I love the Castlevania games, so each of these tracks I can picture exactly what's going on, exactly what's happening.
Yeah. Like, my thoughts on this, so it's just 8 minutes of music here, but my thoughts on it are Bloody Tears is incredible. You get a couple of little things here and there, but I think this is on the weaker side of our list.
I agree.
All together, you know what I mean?
It's one of those things, when you're like, there's an artist that you love and like you get the album because it has that one song.
Yes.
As opposed to getting
I think that's kind of what Castlevania 2 is
album.
Here. All right, so let's bump Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest off the list.
All right.
Let's take a look at where should we go from here? You have any ideas what you want to jump to?
What do you think about what about Contra? You want to check that
You
out?
want to jump into Contra? All right, let's take a listen. What do we have for Contra here? I didn't write anything. So I think title's pretty good. We're just gonna go to. I think this is where we're going to go.
Wait, this
This definitely has one of the things that just kind of brings me in to like I remember where this is.
It's that drum machine, baby.
Yeah. Oh, it's awesome. Oh, it's good. This is a classic.
Remember the waterfall one also being very good.
That's the one. That's the best one in my opinion. Here we go. Here's the waterfall.
Yeah.
Yeah, when this one kicks.
Here we go.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh, damn, that's
nice.
awesome.
That's
man. That's
nice.
too good. That's too good.
I don't know if we're ready to cut Contra just yet.
I don't know either.
Let's let it hang for now. We'll come back to it. Let's take a look at, what do you think about looking at Ninja Gaiden quick?
Yeah.
Where are we with that?
And that's another game I love, and when we were listening to it, again, it's I can remember this level. I can remember, these are so iconic.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. Let's jump to, where are we? Let's jump to this here. It's rugged terrain.
It's got that that bass.
It's pretty good.
It's so good.
It's pretty good. All right, we're gonna jump to Devilish Influence.
This is way too good. This is so hard.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, man.
And this one I think is the best one coming up. The credits theme. When this gets going. Oh, that's good. Ooh, yeah, that's good.
What I loved about Ninja Gaiden, and specifically the soundtrack and just the whole package, it felt like it was like the first video game that was like a movie.
Yeah.
Because it had the
it really was.
cutscenes, and then it has that soundtrack that just gets it going.
Yeah, that's really good. I don't know if that's ready.
All right.
Yet. Let's look at Super Mario Brothers 2. How about that?
Okay.
Because I love this soundtrack, but I don't know if it had, like, similar to Simon's Quest, I don't know if it has the breadth,
the staying power,
of what we're looking for here. Let's take a listen to
Super Mario Brothers 2. Again, that classic.
Yep. Really good. Like, really good. I'm not disparaging it. I'm just
Right, we gotta get down to 3.
Right, you gotta think about it like that.
I was just about to do it again.
And then the one reason why it has a possibility of hanging is because of this track here. It's good.
But honestly,
But
I
again,
think compared to
think-
we're gonna get down to 3.
Yeah, I really don't think that's necessarily gonna hang.
And I know Mega Man 2 ain't going. I know.
It's not going yet, at least. Let's get rid of, you know what, Super Mario Bros. 2, I think we can agree. I don't think that's going to be top 3 here. So let's cut that one. Ninja Gaiden, we're going to keep. Contra, we're going to keep for now. And then,
should we see what
you want to take a look at? I'm thinking we look at the original Legend of Zelda.
Okay, that's a good one.
I really, really like it, but
maybe it has the original Mario Brothers syndrome.
Yeah, it might, because this overworld theme that we're going to play first is...
Yeah.
Everyone knows it. It's a great song. And then it would just be this one and the Labyrinth theme are like the good, the really good piece of music in this. Like, this is a really good song.
Yeah, and it's so hard to cut it off because, again, this is just video game music.
Right.
As we know, it stems from,
yeah,
titles like this.
And then we jump. This Labyrinth theme, really good. Really, really good. But aside from these two, I don't think there's much on there. I think that one, even though it is excellent,
right? I don't think it's gonna stay.
I don't think it's
gonna
be top three kind of thing.
Okay.
Do you want to try to jump? So we have Castlevania and Castlevania 3 on this list.
All right.
Do you want to kind of go through those two and see
what
we're thinking?
I feel like Castlevania might have again the Castlevania 2 syndrome.
Well, let's put on Vampire Killer here and the original Castlevania.
Again, this
Ooh,
you get into the castle.
Really good,
this is where the bat is the boss. All these songs. Honestly,
this is really good.
This is just super nostalgia for me.
You know what it is? As a piece of music, though, like this song over the Overworld theme in Zelda, this is a better song to me.
Well, I think when you think about what the game is and what the game's trying to do, very gothic horror, the soundtrack is just...
Oh, yeah. And let's jump in. We're going to switch over to Wicked Child here.
It's hard.
It's very good. It's very good. They nail what they're doing here.
So I'm curious its comparison to Castlevania 3.
Yeah, let's jump into Castlevania 3.
I feel like Castlevania 3 doesn't have as many iconic pieces.
Well, let's jump in here.
It might be a better soundtrack overall.
Okay. I know we were looking at Aquarius is definitely one of them. Let me jump to that. Where are we? 18.
Let's see.
It's good. It's very good.
I feel like it's one of those things. What are we gonna, give more brownie points to? The iconic.
You know what it is though? Right now,
or the better.
Right now, I'm liking the original.
That's what I'm saying too.
Let's listen to the beginning here. This song's called Beginning.
I just got that though. See, that's
really good.
That's also iconic.
That's really, really good. I think I'm still leaning towards the original. I don't know what you're thinking.
I gotta say, I am too. And to be fair, though,
this has a ton more music on here. It's 30 minutes of music rather than the original is 13. But there's something about we jump back. We're gonna listen to Vampire Killer from the original again.
Yeah, there's no
something about it.
There's
you know
no
what I mean?
that.
It's really, really good. I think we cut Castlevania 3.
All right, I'm good with that.
Oh, man, this is a good song. All right. Let's listen to Kid Icarus. We have Kid Icarus on the list. It has some really, really good iconic songs on here.
It's so hard, though. Some of these songs, they're just so iconic, and then it's like, what do you do when you cut them?
That's our job, buddy. It's a good track. It's not doing too much for me, though, right now. Let's hear stage 2. Oh, it's good.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
It's pretty good.
I don't know if it's gonna hang though at the end.
I know. I'm thinking about it.
That's the hard decision.
That really sounded pretty good, but I think we're gonna cut it. What do you think, Dan? I think it's gonna be top 3.
I don't think it's gonna be top 3.
Yeah.
Though
Time
that
to
is
go.
an
Kid
amazing
Icarus.
soundtrack.
I mean, that was good. That last song we heard was really.
And I will say, I think I like the soundtrack of Kid Icarus more than I like the actual game.
Way more. How about way more, Dan? All right, let's listen to Life Force.
Also known as Salamander.
Yes. Let me see. Where are we here? Where is? Okay. This is Life Force. The song's called Thunderbolt. Ooh, it's pretty good.
Oh man.
Life Force has really good music.
That's gonna be tough to get rid of, man.
All right, this next track is called Destroy Them All.
Wow.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, man, I don't see that going.
I don't think it's time for Life Force to go. But what are we gonna cut here, Dan?
I feel like have you listened to everything on the list?
No, we haven't listened to Metroid, Mega Man 3, and Blaster Master. You want to do Blaster Master?
Let's do Blaster Master.
All right. Blaster Master. Let's see what we got going here. We could just play the intro quick. Really, really good. And then this song coming up, Catacombs. Oh no, Castle. I want to hear Castle.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's good, dude. It's really good. Ooh.
Man, that just got a great shuffle, to it.
Uh-huh. All right, we're putting on Icy Caves.
I feel like this video is just being like, that's some good music.
That's all right. Because guess what? Everyone out there is enjoying the music too.
It's hard now to make.
I know.
We should have done a top 10. Much easier.
It would have been much easier. We have 10 right now, actually.
We did it. Everybody, this is our top 10.
The end of the episode has been fun. No, we can't do that.
All right.
All right. What I'm thinking is I want to re-listen to Contra quick because I think that might be the next one out, if I'm being honest with myself.
We did like Contra.
It's very good, but I'm looking at the rest of the stuff, and I don't know. Let's listen to Waterfall again.
That's just so good.
It's very good.
But you're right. I don't know if it's going to end up being top 3.
That's what I'm saying. Is it going to be top 3?
The way I'm looking at it now, Dan, it's going to be very hard for anything to beat Mega Man 2 and DuckTales, I think.
I don't know. We'll see. I think Contra, you are really, really good.
You're very good, Contra.
You're very good, buddy. Time to go, though.
We haven't listened to Metroid yet.
Yeah, let's pop on Metroid.
Let's see what we got.
What we got on Metroid? All right, so right off the bat, you're going to listen to the title music. grimy.
But this is the thing. It's so good at setting a mood.
Yeah. Oh, I know. That definitely factors into this. Oh, so good.
It's so good at setting the mood of this game.
All right, let's pop on Brinstar here. Really good.
Let's
put on Kraid.
So good.
This is Kraid's music. And then when it kicks in,
this really, when I think about this, like the other soundtracks are just really, kick-ass, really cool. This one sets a mood so well. Just that feeling of like space and claustrophobia and just.
It's got so much horror undertones to it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
that's special, man. That's not going.
Yeah, I don't think that's going.
All right, we've listened to them all, I believe.
Yes,
we have listened to
Mega Man 3. Let's throw on Mega Man 3.
Oh, Magnum Man. That's one of my all-time.
Mega Man 3 is incredible.
Magnum Man.
Let's put on, what do we got? We got Magnet Man, Gemini Man, Shadow Man.
Magnum Man's one of my
all-time.
Let's put on
Magnet Man. Where are we? Right over here. Let's put that on.
This is one of my all-time.
Magnet Man.
You gotta wait for the best part, man.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Oh, it's good.
It's just so good. Again, one of my all-time favorite songs
really
in video games.
Gemini Man here is really, really good too. And then the Shadow Man stage is really, really good. It's good. Now Shadow Man.
Yeah. Truthfully, though,
you know what it is about Mega Man 3, though? It's not better than Mega Man 2.
That's the thing.
It's not.
Did you play the intro, though? The intro's pretty good for Mega Man 3.
Yeah, let's put on the intro. Yeah, it's good. That intro's really good.
But honestly, I think the best intro is Mega Man 2's intro.
Should we pop that on?
For those of you that haven't played Mega Man 2, just pop in the intro. Just the whole intro alone. In the year 20XX, Dr. Wily.
The reason this is so good is because you could tell it's going to be an action movie, but it's going to be a little sad.
Yeah. And just the way that it's going up the skyscraper, going up and up and up.
And he's there with his hair blowing in the wind.
Oh, it's so good. Here we go, wait. Oh, here we go. We're ready for battle. Here we go.
You're hyping him up.
Here we go. 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 Ah. And there he is with his hair blowing. Yeah. Yeah, there's no beating that.
Yeah, that's good.
Sorry.
All right, Mega Man 3.
As much as I love Mega Man themes, one of my all-time favorites ever.
Yeah, it's really good.
But
all right, we can cut Mega Man 3. So now we got on the list, just to update you guys, we got Blaster Master, Castlevania, DuckTales, Life Force, Mega Man 2, Metroid, Ninja Gaiden, and Super Mario Bros. 3.
All right, we've listened to all of these.
5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8.
Jeez.
Got to get rid of 5 of these.
Okay.
Huh. So let's talk about it. We've listened to all of them. We can always go back, obviously, before we cut them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what it is? So here's the hard part, right? So the 3 we mentioned in the beginning are obviously very good. What I would say is Metroid. I love Metroid, and that title theme is so good. But I don't know if that's going to crack top 3 on this.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
All right. I mean, I think they're very close. If it's 4, that's, you know what I mean?
I know. Let's listen to that title again. Oh, it is really good. I don't know. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking it's 4.
Like, it's really good. Oh, you know what we didn't listen to? Here we go. We need this. This is going to keep it on the list. You ready? God, it's so good.
I wonder how much of that is just like it's iconic. No,
it's not. It's
just
good.
it's just.
It's not about that.
You're right.
It
creates.
good.
It's the greatest mood piece
on this list for sure.
On this list,
yeah. All right. So should we check out Life Force again and see if maybe that's one that we can?
Yeah, the Charlotte Life Force.
All right.
Also known as Salamandra.
That's right.
This was really good though. Holy moly!
It's very good. Where is it? Thunderbolts. There we are. Oh, that's the wrong one.
When you listen to this, you just listen to all the layers.
Yeah,
all the tracks.
This is excellent. It's not going to crack top 3, unfortunately.
No.
Oh, I love it. It's very good.
But I do want to say to all those involved, there was about 5 composers there.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Fantastic job. All right, so now we got Blaster Master, Castlevania, DuckTales, Mega Man 2, Metroid, Ninja Gaiden, and Super Mario Bros. 3.
Yeah.
So, all right, so this is one that's near and dear to my heart.
Yeah.
I want to talk about it. DuckTales.
Yeah.
Can we play that moon theme just one more time?
Yeah, so let's play the moon theme again. So here's my argument.
So I was actually gonna. I know exactly where you're going with this because this is why I brought it up.
Can we keep it on there just for the moon theme?
And that was my argument.
And I don't think so. You
took the words right out of my mouth.
I love that song. Even that other one that we had. Let's listen to it again. It's very good, but I don't know if it's enough to keep it on here. Like when this kicks up, it's great, but
can you play just like maybe like at like 1 for just 1 second?
At 1 second?
At 1 minute. I'm sorry.
1 minute.
So I love this. This is when you're choosing screen.
Yeah.
But you're right. I don't
think that as a whole.
And that's what I was gonna. That's actually what I was bringing up, and that's hard to say because seriously,
it's so
I think
good.
The moon theme is maybe my favorite video game theme ever. Like of anything.
No, it is really
like
really
what you're
good.
saying so much. That's more, you know.
I know.
And I love the Final Fantasy soundtracks but like I think the moon theme is my number 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I see what you're saying. As a soundtrack as a whole.
I know. When you got something that has chops like a Mega Man 2.
Or each track is.
And you know what it is, though? It's like. Because I'm looking at Metroid here. Metroid has 2 or 3 that are really, really good. Castlevania has 2 or 3 that are really, really good. But like I'm almost more liable to hang on to those than the DuckTales, where it's like that one song
just
is
so
good. But
no, I'm with you. Right, one song on an album. You mean you could, if you just put, A Day in the Life on Sgt. Pepper's, it'd be, a good album. But
but is it going to be one of the best of
what
all
made
time?
it one of the best of all time is everything around
Right.
it. So I'm fine with that.
All right. So right now we have Blaster Master, Castlevania, Mega Man 2, Metroid, Ninja Gaiden, and Super Mario Bros. 3. So
Castlevania, actually, we talk about Metroid creating a mood. Castlevania creates a really good
I know. Let's jump back into Castlevania a little bit, just hear that Vampire Killer again, because that is something that, for me, like, I want this to hang around a little longer because of this. Like, man, that's good.
And again, how many, we could probably put any of these tracks on, and I just can visualize where you are, what you're doing.
Yeah. Like, the whole track of this track is just so good.
And this game just created such a mood as well.
Yeah, I think that one's got to hang around.
All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6. Wow,
let's give Blaster Master another listen, because I don't think it's going to hang. But I really, really like what it's doing here with, let me see, where are we? Like, when this one kicks up, I really, really like it.
Really good, but I think I know what you're
Yeah,
I agree with
I
what
just
you're saying.
don't think it's going to be top 3 on ours.
Let's,
Yeah, unfortunately. I want to hear Icy Caves, that bit, one more time. Where it kicks up a little. Icy Caves.
I know, it's great. That's the thing. All of these soundtracks are great.
Obviously, we put the 15 on here for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, any of these that we're putting up.
They're all in the Hall of Fame of video game soundtracks. Let's make that clear.
Oh, absolutely. All right. Blaster Master.
All right, so now we got Castlevania, Mega Man 2, Metroid, Ninja Gaiden, Mario Brothers 3. That's 5.
So we got to cut 2 of these.
So let's make it easy. Which one? We're keeping Mega Man 2.
I think so.
It's gotta.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the only one that I'm 100% positive.
All right. So let's bold that.
Would you agree?
Yeah. You know what it is? It's like I'm liable to like keep a thing like Metroid more than I am to keep something like Ninja Gaiden. For like, I really like Ninja Gaiden, and we can listen to that credit song again because it's really, really good. But it's coming up here. It's coming up after this. Like, we're talking about like where this is like
This is like a...
It's like 80s rock song, right? But Metroid is like something really like low key and menacing, and there's something about it where I'm like, oh, I just really like it a lot.
I think for me, my tastes, I admire Metroid. Again, I love them both, but I think I would, what Metroid was going for.
Yeah.
But I like what Ninja Gaiden was going for. But I think
Ninja Gaiden nailed what it was doing.
Definitely.
Like, it nailed it.
But I think for like that sort of mood piece and like,
yeah.
Let's be honest. It's what? So Metroid came out in 1986, right? So how long is it? 33 years ago?
Yeah.
I haven't heard a soundtrack do that sort of ambiance.
Right.
That well.
Yeah, I would agree.
Ever, maybe.
Yeah, I would agree. It's really, really good. Yeah, and for that,
ever. Like I think that soundtrack alone,
right,
still holds up.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Where it's like most games that to create that title screen alone to create a feeling of like what am I getting myself into just at that like, and honestly, without that music, the title screen is nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing. Man, they did such a good job with the Metroid.
So now we got Mega Man 2, we got Metroid, Super Mario Brothers 3, and Castlevania.
Yeah. Gotta just get rid of one.
You do it.
The hard, I mean, again, I'm almost the way we're talking about Metroid. I almost think that's going to be top 3.
It's a definite. It was so funny. We were so close to being like, well.
I know, because I was trying to like take my own baby out, but
You gave birth to a baby Metroid?
I did. Yes. Castlevania. The thing about Castlevania that almost makes me want it to stay around is just that similar reason why I like the Metroid one. You know what I mean? Like, there's something about. I just want to play like a random one that we didn't really put in here and just see if we can get swayed. Oh. Build up.
Again, it creates that.
Let's hear this. Dude, this is hard to cut.
It creates such a good. It's between this and Mario Brothers 3.
I know. Just listen to this stuff.
Oh, Dan. It's hard because.
Ooh. This is a proto.
How do we not? Yeah, Dragon Force?
Yeah.
Like, is that... All right, I think we know what just won.
I think
it just
dude.
hit. I think
really
Castlevania
think so.
just hit a home run.
It's Wicked Child again. This is what I'm saying. When you have 13 minutes of music and this amount of it is like this good.
I think in front of our eyes, Castlevania just hit a grand slam.
I think so. But what are we saying? We're saying Super Mario Bros. 3 is out?
So this is such a hard thing, and this is where it really just.
I think we're bowling Castlevania.
But this is where tastes. Why this is so subjective. I feel like you and I, especially our musical tastes outside of video games, like we tend to go for the more darker, more sort of. Mario's got a very bubbly sort of vibe, which we still love, but I think we admire more the dark.
Definitely.
And I think that's why we're leaning towards something like a Metroid and Castlevania.
But when you listen to this, Dan, when you listen to this,
I've played more Mario than I've played of anything ever, and each soundtrack, each song, I know by heart.
You know what's funny? I thought I was going to come in here and put on this track, and I was going to convince myself to keep it.
But you realize that
But
Castlevania
I actually want
needs
to keep
be.
Castlevania instead of this. What do you think?
I think we have our list, buddy.
All right. Sorry, Super Mario Bros. 3. We have our top 3. Mega Man 2, Castlevania, and Metroid. Top 3 NES soundtracks.
Wow. Are we?
Oh, we got to make an order.
I think you and I can already agree Mega Man 2 is number 1.
I think it kind of has to be.
And I think you need to play the Airman theme because I think we missed that one.
We
earlier.
did, yeah. Well, we didn't listen to all of it, but we can pop on a little Airman real quick. Oh, it's so good. Let's hear a little Crash, man. Oh,
Again, each of these soundtracks is so tied with the boss that you're fighting.
Big time. Let me hear a little.
See, I can't even help myself. I gotta sing along because it's just like,
Metal Man's so
there's
good.
no way that this is not number one.
I think it's hard to say that any of these is, because we're talking about, again, similar thing. We're talking about total here, 25 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably 20 minutes of this is just absolutely amazing.
Fantastic.
You know
exactly.
what I mean? Like,
so I think it's hard to knock this one off.
yeah, I think Mega Man 2 is going to be our winner. Now, where are we thinking about putting Castlevania or Metroid? What's number 2? Because the thing that I would say is, the more I listen to Castlevania, the more I fall in love with it. Metroid has that initial, like, you know, you're listening to the title here.
Face, yeah.
Like, it's initially like, oh man, like that's so good.
And then everything else is just, it's great.
Right. Like, I'm thinking about Brinstar now. Like, this is what we keep putting on. Like, this is really good, but it's not like knocking my socks off like the Castlevania stuff.
This is the easiest list we have ever made, actually, because I think Castlevania.
I know, we're kind of agreeing
2.
on everything here. Let me just hear Ridley's here. I don't think we put on Ridley. Right.
Still, I think what we saw before when we were playing Castlevania was constantly. But still, Castlevania was hitting home run.
So what this
home
does, this is probably the most successful at, like you said, mood piece.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we're trying to see, okay, this is nailing what it's trying to put in front of you and its themes and everything. Where Castlevania, like, what we just put on Heart of Fire and we're like, holy shit, this is good. Like, we just like put it on. Like, let's hear that again. Because it started out, we're like, all right, this is pretty good, and then.
Yeah, and then we're like, what's happening?
Yeah.
When you can go and point and click at any time interval, and it'd be like, oh,
yeah,
that's when you know.
Man, this song is good. Yeah, I think Castlevania is gonna be number 2 here.
Oh yeah, there's no way. Castlevania.
Like,
again.
this almost sounds like what they based Bloody Tears off of, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely is.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm being serious. This, like, the Mega Man 2 being so hard to beat, like, Castlevania in my heart is like almost there.
Really?
Like it's not gonna win, but it's like that high up.
Honestly,
when
I'm
the more
so
I'm
glad
listening
I was
to
able
this.
to share that with you, because that really was just watching Castlevania just constantly win in front of us. It was just like a pure like, oh yeah, there's one good song. Oh no, wait a second. It's just it proved
started
us
out as
wrong.
being like, oh, is it just Vampire Killer? And then
And we
it's
just
everything.
We just watched it win.
Yep. All right, so it looks like our list.
Our gold.
We're gonna
silver,
do
and bronze.
number 1, Mega Man 2. Number 2, Castlevania. Number 3, Metroid. That's gonna be our final list. That is Circle Back's official list of the top 3 NES games.
Soundtracks.
Yeah. I'm sorry. But
honestly, our lists might be not too dissimilar of favorite video games.
It'll probably be
well.
pretty close as far as NES is concerned. I don't know if Super Mario Bros. 3 is not getting knocked off in that case.
Super Mario Bros. 3 might be number 1 in that case.
But to celebrate, let's listen to a little Wily's Castle. Play us out. All right, I think that's going to do it for episode 66.
Thank you so much. Podcast. That was a lot of fun.
Dan, thanks for doing this with me.
Thank you,
had
buddy.
a lot of fun.
That was awesome.
The plan is, whenever we get to it, we're going to do another one of these with the Super Nintendo and Genesis era, then another one with the PS1, Xbox, or the PS1 and Dreamcast, then another one, Xbox, PS2, GameCube. You know, we're going to go through.
Each generation, we're going to come down to the best soundtracks.
Yep. We're going to bring in a list of 15 nominees.
And get to the top 3.
So thanks again, Dan.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you guys out there for listening. I hope you enjoyed these sweet sounds in your ears.
Like these tasty licks?
Yeah. Who doesn't like this? All right, guys. Thank you again. And until next time, peace. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching and or listening. Just here to remind you that you can find us by searching for Circleback Podcast or Circleback Gaming on any of these podcast services: Anchor, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, or Stitcher. By God, I'm out of breath because of all these podcast services, but you can find us anywhere there. Also, you can find our video version on YouTube by searching Circleback Podcast or Circleback Gaming, and the rest of the videos we do. Thanks, guys.